Good morning, everybody. This is Breaking Back, and it's day 2 of the repainting my kitchen table. So this is what I left off with last night. I had less time than I thought because I forgot my daughter had practice. My son had a dentist appointment. It was a busy afternoon, but the whole underside sanded except for the corners I'm gonna have to do by hand. And I've got the top about a quarter done. Once I get that finished, I'm gonna hit the legs, which I have 2 coats of primer on. I'm gonna hit those with some 320 or something like that. And I'll get them painted. Actually, I'll probably get the first coat of primer on the top of this, and then I'll get those sanded and painted while the primer dries. Gotta try to prioritize my time. I tried yesterday, but I think I just had unrealistic expectations of how quickly I could get this done. And so yeah, now here's day 2. Like I said, I'm gonna get this finished sanding off, and then I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Okay, so I've got the top and edges sanded down to 120. I'm noticing there's a lot of pits where I would have had to sand too much to get down to, so I'm gonna use my Dremel with the little bit there on the end and kind of dig out these like cavities. And I've got some wood putty. I'll fill them back in, wait till it dries, sand it flush, and then I'll be ready for the primer. I'll see you then. Update. First coat of primer. Jeez, I'm having a brain fart. First coat of primer is done on the edges and the top. So now I'm gonna move on to the legs, get them sanded, and get their first coat of paint on. And then hopefully by then this will be ready to sand down and get its second coat, and so on. I'll check in a bit. So I've got the second coat of primer on the top slash edges, and I'm gonna wait for that to dry so I can sand it down and get my first coat of black on. Or maybe, well, shoot. It'd probably be smarter to flip it and get that primer first as well. So I think I'm gonna have to do that first. I've also got the first coat of the gray on the legs. So that should be dry in a bit. I'm gonna have to take a break because neither one of these are dry, so I'll wait a bit and get these sanded and second coated as well. Got the legs. I got their second coat. They're hanging up to dry. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is the second coat. Okay. Woo! It's been a long morning. Yeah, these are hanging up to dry. And over here, this is just about dry and ready for sanding. You can kind of see the glitter hitting those wet spots. I want to wait till it's all the way dry before I start sanding. And then once that's sanded, if I don't sand through any of the primer, I'd say it's good to start painting. Wait a minute, never mind, I decided I'm gonna flip it. Oh man. This is me realizing I have a full another day after this. There's no way. Oh well. I'll be back. So I made a boo-boo. I waited over an hour and a half and it felt dry, it looked dry, but as soon as I started sanding it, it gummed up the sandpaper and started taking chunks and leaving little mounds of melted paint, I guess, and it was a nightmare. So now I've got it repainted. I put a new coat on after lightly sanding it, and I'm gonna wait a few hours, I guess, because I don't want to do that again. That wasn't fun. And now I'm thinking I might wait another hour or so to sand down the legs. I've already got 2 coats on them. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna do a third coat. I guess we'll see how they look after I get them sanded down and prepped. If they still look good, no light spots, then I'll hit them with the polyurethane. If not, then they're getting a third coat, and I'll check back in a bit. Okay, so this is the 3rd day I'll be working on this, though it's been longer than that since I started it. It was another 3-day weekend, so we were kind of busy. and it's hard to record when the family's home as well. So I did get some work done. I can't remember exactly where I left off, but the bottom is fully sanded and it's got 2 coats of primer. It should be nice and dry. I did it yesterday, so it should be dry enough now for me to lightly sand it and start with the paint. Everything in here is going to get black. The trim is going to get the same gray that matches the legs, and then obviously this will be black as well. It started raining. I had the bikes on the side of the house, so I had room for this. And it started raining yesterday, so I had to bring them in. So luckily it stopped. It's supposed to rain again later today. But I think I'll have time to put these back outside and at least get this taped off. I'll probably do the gray trim first. No, I'll do the black first. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do first. I guess you'll find out. And then I'll also get the polyurethane painted on the legs. I might just wait till I'm using the polyurethane on this though. Nah, I'll do it while I wait. Yeah, see you guys soon. Now that I've got the trim done, it's got 2 coats on it. Just gotta wait for it to dry, and then I will reverse the taping so I can paint the bottom of the surface. And I think after that dries, I'll just polyurethane all this before I flip it. But again, we'll find out when I'm back. So I actually realized if I wait until the table's completely done, I'm not going to get a video out today. So I think I'm going to end it here. Still got to wait for the trim. Not the trim. What am I trying to say? Shoot, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I just cleaned out my piece and, well, I had to use it when it was cleaned. And and now my train of thought is gone. It's vanished. It's not even on the tracks anymore. Anyways, the little piece underneath, I guess it could be the trim. Maybe it is the trim. The part I painted gray is still drying. So once that's done, I'll be able to tape it off so I can then paint the underside black and go from there. But yeah, that's not until tonight. I'm gonna have to wait for that to dry. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start editing this video. And here's the polyurethane that I'll be using at the end. Didn't know what else to point the camera at. So if you watch this, I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope it gets even better from here on out. And I'll catch you guys later.